Bom dia, bom dia. Como todos vocês estão? Oh, I spoke Portuguese, man. How are you guys? Mixed it up. I mixed it up. Good morning, HB Games. H. Felipe Martins, good morning, bom dia. Good morning, beloved, how you doing? Long time no see. Good morning. Good morning, Thibault, Tibbs. Not winning. Good morning, my friend. How you doing? Guys, today we have CPI 2 hours from now. So there's a really good chance that the markets just don't do nothing. There's a really, really good chance that the market just does not do anything. Oh, sorry. No sound, sorry. There's a button that I click sometimes, it's has no sound. But what I was saying is that like the market is dropping after more than a month of going up, you know? And I know how you guys work. You guys are probably trying to find a place to buy here. So the trend today is to the downside. It's the first clear trend to the downside in a long time, you know? From start of the day to up until now. So don't try to pick bottoms right now. Try to go with the trend. And at some point, if the market is going to go up, you're going to show the market structure shift first. You know, that's what I was saying. So it needs to break up, give a prominent higher low. It will need to break view up, break the 200 for me to start buying again. In a market like this, I'm looking for shorts all the way. And if I'm going to buy, like the stop loss is very, very small. Another thing for you guys to pay attention is that we are in a range right here. These three bottoms right here, this high right here. Everything that happens inside here is sideways market, you know? So, gotta be careful with that too. Or the volume profile lovers. Yeah, there's a probably 5 of me inside my head, bro. That guys, that you are correct. Yeah, I was muted. There's a button on my mouse that mutes everything, but sometimes I hit it and I don't even realize. Not winning? Yeah, man. Take your time, brother. There's no need to try to how can I say, rush anything. There's no need to rush anything. Bro, I had to cut my hair, bro. Oil is trading above 100 again. That's sketchy. Today was too cold to stay outside, man. Uh, Chanel, so Leo, would you be looking for a test of VWAP or rather just a break of low? Yeah, if it starts testing VWAP, it means that it's breaking highs. So I would be waiting to see what happens when it goes there. But as the price action is sitting right now, what I would like is a breakdown and for price to start getting momentum to the downside, you know? If like bigger candles than we are seeing to the left and more volume than we are seeing to the left, you know? So if it breaks the lows and stays below, that's probably going to happen with momentum, and that will be a good sign to stay short. Like right here, you can see that we tried to cross the EMAs to the upside. We were not able to break highs, and we are already trading to the downside of it again. So the pressure is to the downside, you know. The price won't go up if the EMAs are crossed to the downside. So right now, the best possible action is to try to stay to the short side, and if I'm going to take trades, will probably be as close as possible to the EMAs, because if I'm wrong, the price is going to break EMAs up and I'm going to get out. No, 1 second, guys. I was muted again, bro. Still sleeping a little bit. Fishman is cold here in North Carolina too, brother. Smash that like button. 100%, man. Bro, yeah. Like, right now it's not that cold, but stay outside was a little bit too much. Did you see gold? I was just looking at gold. Yeah, he's a real nice downtrend. Yeah, like he can go all the way up to those levels again, I think. Or he's trying to make a higher low right here. Like this double bottom just swapped and he's reversing. Gotta be careful with that. You know? CAU, bro. CAU. I'm not looking. I don't even know what it is. Long 197. Congrats, straight out. Bunch of buyers on ES. Yeah, ES is higher lows right here. I'm sketched out by this trade a little bit. One hour volatility coming in. Yes, it's pushing up. This prompting up to not be a very good trade, but let's see. First that out. Let's see if it gets the second one. Second that out. So basically this trade's a big break even right now. Try to get out before this little node. That's it. Nice scalp to the downside. Like the new hour can come with more volume, more volatility. There's a nice chance that all of this is just people deleveraging because of CPI. No one like ever knows how CPI comes out, you know. Nobody like ever knows how CPI comes out, so maybe all of this push down is deleveraging, you know. Yeah, sure now. I try to use the 1 hours to, especially on uh, Asia or London session, the 1 hour candles always gives a little bit more volatility, so that's good. Yeah, it's looking like a breakdown, but if you look what happened here, like it came here with big candle, big volume. It came here again with big candle, big volume, and it's coming here again with big candle, big volume, and it's not going through, you know? Good morning, Leo. Today is the best day for shorts. Already 2.3K up, nice. Congratulations, man. That's all I can say. Congratulations. Revamp big trade, yeah. Yeah, you can see like this time it broke down, so that's a good sign that the shorts are, it's probably squeezing all the stops. Yeah, as I said, guys, if you're going to take trades, take the shorts, man. Take the shorts. There's a target. There's actually no level. Let's say a fibs from here to here. Yeah, the first target of the fibs is 123, then 014. That is a 28,900. Yeah, from yesterday, from like this week fibs, from Monday up until now, from yesterday up until now, like the third retracement of the fibs is around 28,900. So that would mean that if buyers are going to step in, like there's the last place. You know, if it breaks that, we're going all the way down. Do we get there on London session? Maybe with CPI, but on New York session, I'll be watching that level. If we keep going down, if it keeps going down. Today's the first day that I played without stop loss and the price went smoothly. Yeah, sometimes if you use stops too tight, that can be a bad thing also. But to not have stops sometimes not a good thing. You have to be quick with the finger on the trigger, you know. Sometimes you guys see that I don't. Sometimes you guys see that I open positions and I don't have a stop loss in the screen. That's a mistake, obviously. But I'm always with my finger at the exit at market and close everything, you know. And I don't exit to pull triggers. I don't freeze, you know. Some people freeze and they cannot close their positions, you know. They don't accept. Their bodies physically cannot click the button, you know. Apex promo ended yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, it seems like Apex don't have any promos running, but guess who has promos running? Take Profit Trader Runner. 50% off, no activation fee. This week only, get 50% off for life, plus never pay an activation fee. With coupon code Pasha. Brother, that's the best account you can get ever in the prop firm space. Is a Take Profit Trader 50% discount. Oh my god. Oh man, I should have went in like here, bro. Like a very bad feel. Would be a 20-pointer, man. Okay, at least we were profitable on the trade. Look at the rejection and the close inside that line, brother. Look at that. Bad timing on that long. Bad timing on that long. Bad timing on that long. We gave back some profits. Yeah, Apex is only with 50% off on the evals right now, but
Well, hello everybody, this is Dono J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
yeah, now this looks like a full breakdown. You see the first the when I tried to take longs, look what happened. Oh, we're going to recover. We are going to recover. That retracement definitely traps some shorts 100%. Yeah, this stop of 12 points now is too tight. It's too tight of a stop. I'm adding to the shorts right here. What's up, Back? How you doing? Leandro, yesterday you bought 10 accounts 50 for TPT with code Pasha, bro. Nice, man. Thank you very much, and I hope you pass all of those accounts. And bro, 50% off on TPT is the best thing you can get. Is Apex good? Because after passing, we gotta pay activation fee. Yeah, sellout. Apex, you pay for the evals, you pay a very small amount of money, and after you pass, you have to pay the activation fee. If you add those things up, equates to very close to the pricing of other prop firms. The difference on Apex is that you only pay the majority of the money when you know you're getting the funded account, you know, after you pass it. That's a good side of it too. Because on other prop firms, you pay the upfront money first and you don't even know if you're going to pass or not the account, you know? I always say that that's a good thing about Apex. Let's see if it squeezes down or if it racks me up. Like I'm believing on the shorts right now. Like since the start of the stream, I'm believing on the shorts. I'm just with a not so good average right now. It can't pull back on me 100%. Yeah, just don't stop falling, man. Oil is cooling off, yeah. Like this can be like a reversal point right here. But let's see if the 15 minutes are looking crazy good to keep falling, you know? I just don't know if I can hit a pullback because my average is not good at all, you know? I just don't know if I can hit a pullback. If it squeezes down to 130, that would be great. I'm hearing sellers at least on S&P. S&P did not broke yet. Oh, S&P didn't break yet. I'm going to deleverage one right here. 1 second. Ooh, you went almost at my TP, bro. Um, The code Pasha for Apex is not working. Apex, the maximum discount for Apex is 50% now. I think the 90% promo ended. And there are also prop firms where payouts could be done on a daily basis. Yes, NetNet, TPT, for example, you have daily payouts once you're above buffer. So everything you make on a single day, you can request that on TPT once you're above buffer. Careful around this area, it might bounce. Yeah, I'm seeing that you can get a pullback out of here. Like it's not continuing. And oil is dropping. I'm seeing all of that. But it's too strong, you know, so maybe it continues. Like it went like a point away from my TP. Let's see if it squeezes the low again and it takes out the second trade. Let's see if oil does a higher low. You have to put the price here so it has room to fall, you know? That's why it's not dropping. Yeah, the S&P did not broke down. SMT divergence for long here. Yeah. Maybe. I'm hearing buyers on S&P. No bueno. Good morning, Ryan Cooper. How you doing, my friend? Did you end the trading day yesterday good? Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome. Will be trade copying Apex and TPT today. Yeah. Good luck, man. Be careful. What do I think about gold? Yeah, gold is on a downtrend today. I'm actually liking the charts here. Let's see if I can get fuel on this chart on gold. Yeah, if it breaks above here, I'm not staying on this trade on gold. If it breaks 99, I'm adding, and I'm trying to see if it goes for the lows again. That's basically it on gold. If I'm right, this is a 2-leg pullback on gold. Yeah, yeah, oil is kind of rejecting. I'm going to wait to see what happens on NQ right here. What's good, Mark? What's good, man? Dead pre-market today? Yeah, kinda dead. Let's see. Gold seems like it wants a new push down. Maybe that happens. Right now I'm managing 2 trades, and it seems like both can go wrong. You know. What's the volume profile on gold? Ooh, my stop is at the middle point of it. Yeah, where I'm short on NQ is if you look, it's not a good sign because I'm short almost at the bottom of it all, you know. The only thing that I get, the only thing that I got going on my side is that we broke that level, and there's a big chance that this line right here becomes resistance. And if that happens, this trade can work out. But oh, my gold short is not good. Ooh, it's a no bueno. Yeah, easy, fast way to lose $100. Yeah, stopped out on that gold chart. R is curling down. Yeah, I did not trade gold for like 3 months, and I came in hot with a instant stop. Yeah, it's rejecting out of the 9 and didn't fill the ads that I was trying to fill. We have 1 hour until news, so anything can happen. One hour until news, you know? Oil's pushing up again. Gold is rejecting. Opa. Who thinks I'm wrong on this trade? Like, raise your hands. Who thinks that I'm wrong on this trade? That I'm going to get stopped out? Leo, are you guys also experiencing increases in gas price? Yeah, we had like 2 months ago, probably it went up more than 10 or 15%. Dropped down a little bit. Dropped a little bit, but not much. Christopher, not wrong, just early. Yeah, being early to a trade is also the same thing as being wrong. Good thing is oil is rising a bit now too. Yeah, like it's pushing up. Let's see if how this 5-minute candle closes. This 5-minute candle has to close red. You know, if it closes green, I'm probably getting out of the trade and accepting that I had a bad average, very bad average. Yeah, buyers jumping in again. S&P is strong, it's holding. S&P didn't break the lower trend. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes, but this is actually probably the candle that I'm going to get out of everything. If it closes green, I don't want to be in this trade anymore. If it closes red or bearish or, you know, below this level right here, I'm staying in. Samuel, what's up? What's up, my friend? Amor Fati, how you doing? You raised your hand because you think that I'm wrong. Nice. Yeah, I think that I'm wrong too. I'm just being a little bit stubborn. Especially because the ES is actually not trying to fall, you know. Whereas my stop loss, like stop loss is only for people that lose money, bro. I make money, so I don't need stop loss. I'm joking. My stop loss is a mental stop loss. I'm with the finger on the trigger. And if Trump tweets something, then I'm screwed, you know? Basically, is that what is happening right now. If Trump tweets something and the market skyrockets, I'm done. Yeah, like it's happening right now. Let's see what happens. But I think I'm going to get stop. I'm going to jump out of the trade. I just hope it doesn't like squeezes up, man, and gives me a chance to get out here. Oh my god, I have 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting out. Like S&P squeezing up. Bro, I went from plus 120 something to minus 300. How'd that happen, bro? Being stubborn, that's how that happened. Would you recommend 930 New York Corp strategy? Was looking at the statistics last night as well as some analysis. Looks like a pretty good strategy. Yes, it's strong, yeah. About the New York 930 15-minute orb. Like, I don't know if you're talking about the 15-minute orb, but I like the 15-minute orb strategy as a way to enter the trades and use as targets. I'm not as big of a fan of the purely like it broke up the orb, go in, or it closed below the orb, go short. I don't like that. I like to get better averages. No. So if you want a methodical way to trade, it works. Like yesterday, let's say, was one day that did not work. You know, it swept down, didn't close a candle below. If you enter the trade on the sweep down, you would have been stopped out instantly. To the upside, same thing. The candle close above here. So if you got the end, if you jump in on the trade here, it did not fill your target. But if you're using the orb as a range, and if you try to get better averages related to the orb,
Premiums for Russian Urals oil fall to $2 to $4 a barrel versus Brent for June delivery cargoes in Indian ports on weak refining margins, according to sources.
I think it's a good trading strategy. But you have to make it work. If there's no set of rules on an orb trade that will make you money forever. Shrugging Atlas. Nice name. Nice nickname. Financial Juice, brother. There's a link on the description for that. Janos, how are you doing, my friend? Good evening. Guys, 45 minutes from now we have CPI. So if you're trading TPT, you cannot trade that news. So I would suggest like 10 minutes before, close everything that you have open trading wise, and wait for at least 5 minutes after. I think the rules are 1 minute before, 1 minute after, but I wouldn't trade it like 5 or 10 minutes before and after it. And also, I would ask you for the first time on the stream, if you're enjoying this, if you like my company, like as much as I like yours, consider hitting the like on this video, so the YouTube can, the algos of the YouTube can show to more people, can show it to more people. Total Dark, good morning, my friend. How you doing? How is your day? For CPI, which side it will push? Like total random guess, like I would guess that it's going to push up. That's my guess. Because it just feels like it's going to push up. I have zero input, like real input about which way it's going. Brother, do I take another shot with him? I'm taking it. Like I'm really like I'm already done, you know? Like at least, let's see, be done with style. Because I'm really believing on the shorts here. Little scalp to the downside. There's zero momentum. There's zero nothing. Like this is the first red candle after 4 green candles. The chances of this just squeezing up are humongous. But I like the shorts here. I like and if this trade is done, then I'm done basically, probably. Yeah, it's going to sweep up like 100%. I'll be down 500 almost. No, I'll be down like 600 bucks on this account probably on the day. I think my stop loss is too tight for this trade because it can squeeze up here and take me out and still go down, you know. What's my take on the Asia sell-off? Maybe it's just like the like people cutting risk before CPI. Sorry, like imagine people that are making money on the longs before CPI, they'll probably take profit, you know. And if you're making money on the longs, for you to take profit, you need to sell everything that you have or a part of it, and that will push market down, you know. Skyrock oil, like just go, you know. That makes sense, okay. Samuel, yeah, CPI, I think it's only take profit trader that has the no trading through news thing. I think it's only take profit trader. Yeah, zero chance for me to survive this trade. Zero. Zero chance. I need a little bit of luck right now for this trade to work out. Nav Trader, good morning. How are you doing? Bro, I guess I understood what you asked. Like, yeah, TPT, those rules apply to evals and funded, to everything. If you stay with a trade open 1 minute before or after the CPI, you will lose your account. If it's funded or deval, you will lose your account. Max, how much points will it push? I don't know, brother. That's a crystal ball kind of question. Is the extreme? Thank you for your compliment. You see how it's not going higher, that new macro time frame selling pressure. Yeah, I can't, like, I think I'm going to see buyers at some point again, but let's see if the sellers pick up. The only problem is that my stop is kind of small. It's a little bit small, but it's, in my opinion, is at the right place. Because if it pushes against the 21 EMA, I don't want to be in this trade anymore, you know? So I need a little bit of luck right now for this trade to work. But overall on the day, it's a downtrend. This right here can be a place where it gives a lower high. But like it can sweep these candles here and then make a lower high. So trading is a combination of the right direction with the right timing. If you know the direction that it's going, but you have the wrong timing, you're wrong. Like I was short around here. I had the right side on, like I was taking the trade to the right side, but I was wrong with the timing of it. And I paid like the price, like I lost like 300 bucks. It's the extreme. Like the only problem with that is that where is my stop loss? My stop loss is the account blown. Like what you're suggesting. I open a trade and I don't use a stop loss, or I don't know where I'm going to stop, you know? That's the problem, brother. With those type of things. Like right here, I can be right about the direction of the market.
Jess Phillips, safeguarding minister, resigns from government, according to Sky News.
But I can't be wrong on the timing. Trading pennies, good morning, my friend. You know? If you're wrong with the timing, you're wrong. I can open a short like you're saying, and price can go 300 points against me and then go my way. And you're going to say that you're right, you know? But those 300 points against me, I'll lose the account, you know? Yeah, so it's basically what I'm doing. Like I like what I need right now in this trade is a little bit of luck for it to push down. That's just what I need. Like it's a matter of, does it push down before it stops me out or no? That's what's going on right here on this trade. In my opinion, like does it push down before it stops me out or not? That's what I'm, in my opinion, what is going on right here. There is not enough volume for a 300 point move. Brother, there's not enough volume up until now. You never know what's going to happen in the next 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Don't use the predictions look going forward based on like expecting that things are not going to change, you know. You have always to consider that things can change. I would like to see more sell panic before CPI. Me too. Me too. Less than an hour. Oh yeah. Like for the volume profile users, like my stop loss is just before this little node right here, so you can't touch this node and drop down. That's the thing also. Jana Dark. Hello, I'm new here. What's your bias? Right now, my bias is to the downside. I'm taking trades towards the continuation of the push down of Asia and London session. But 30 minutes from now, there's CPI, so you never know what's going to happen, you know. I have a tight stop loss right here, just above the 21 EMA. I guess that I can't be wrong. That I can't be wrong on this trade. No problem, John. What strat pattern do you recommend for you? Oh, brother. The next 1 hour. Oh, is in 2 minutes. Let's see if I gotta stop out on this. Like the volatility of the next hour can squeeze up. I would like to see S&P reject. That's what I would like to see, because you think you're going to move enough before CPI? I never know, tips, like what's going to happen. What I'm betting right now is that this is a lower high. It will respect it 21 with the 9 EMA, and it will give a new push down. I'm not even saying that it's going to make a new low. What I want is a new push to the downside. That's what I want. What I always dislike is that when people pretend that they know what is going to happen in the future. Like that's when you know that the people is full of BS. Like
The good overnight financing rate 3.6% to May 11th, unchanged from May 8th.
like I'm taking a the probability of going down from here, in my opinion, is greater than the probability of going up. That's why I'm on a short, you know. But I can be very, very wrong, you know. New 1 hour volatility incoming. Like this is pure luck. The volatility of the 1 hour can push down or can push up. If it pushes down, it's beautiful for me. If the volatility of the new 1 hour candle pushes up, it's horrible for me. I'm going to deleverage here a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to deleverage even more. I'm going to put stop at break even and see if it falls. Like the new 1 hour volatility can go either way. You never know what side is going to go. Samuel, Leo, what strategy, indicators, patterns do you recommend or use? Brother, like, it doesn't seem like, but I use a combination of a lot of things. Like, for example, one of the things that I was seeing on this trade that I didn't put on the charts is the fibs retracement from this to this, you know? Like by looking, I know that that's happening. Like from this push right here to this low right here. Here is kind of the middle point of it, you know? So that's one of the reasons that I took the trade, because it was rejecting on the fibs retracement. There's also those levels right here was a support zone that got broken to the downside. Now it will act as a resistance level like it is doing right now. That's one of the reasons that I got in the trade. We have the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA. That is another reason. Yeah, I'm getting out of this trade. I wanted to squeeze or yeah, okay. So we recover like $200. So that's good. There's the chance of this order block here holding as well. So one of the reasons that I was not aiming for the lows is because of this order block. Let's see, if it squeezes all the way down, beautiful. But I'm not staying on this trade anymore. Like, the main thing that I use, Samuel, the main thing is market structure. Market structure is the combination of highs and lows that forms the market structure. Like the candles and the highs and lows, which side is it points to. Like if you have here as a high level, if you have here as a low, and after that you have here as a high and here as a low, which side is pointing to? If you just look at those places right here, which side is pointing to? The lows are pointing, the highs are pointing down, and the lows are pointing down. So you have a market trending to the downside, and you can like see that on the 5 minute. You can see that on the 1 minute. Like if you go to the 1 minute, you can see that inside markets that are trending down, you see on the 1 minute times where the market will trend up. Those are called pullbacks. So basic market structure. The only thing that will never lie to you is market structure. If you learn to combine, let's say use the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute, which side they are pointing to, you know? NAV trader, if you want to trade your TPT account through news, go ahead. Do whatever you want, brother. I would strongly recommend you not to. That's what I can say to you.
8:15 a.m. Eastern Time, we're expecting US ADP weekly employment change prior 39.25k.
Samuel, you can actually see the future, so that's a good skill to have when you're trading, man. If you can actually see the future, you don't need to learn anything. You're set for life. Tom Black, thank you very much. Dima, good morning. Good morning, Dima. How are you doing? I'm very good. CPI in 24 minutes. So I probably not taking any more trades until CPI. There's coffee in your future, brother. You learned something about me, and I learned something about you right there. We're going to get coffee. Like in a little bit, I'm going to get coffee again. NAF trader, you're a boss with that answer to the future guy. Yeah, like no joke. Like people that are too certain about trading, you like that. I've been doing this 10 years, brother, and I'm still not certain about trading. Like every time I go in on a trade, I have a fit. I have a little bit sketched out about that trade. Even though like I'm 100% sure that I'm doing the right thing, I'm taking the right trade, I never know what is going to happen. Never. You never know what the markets are going to do. So every time that someone is too certain about the things that they believe in, it's that is good, but I'm not that type of person. Like I know that you should not be 100% certain about anything when it comes to trading. And you can be right like 50% of the time right at the gate. So I can come in and stream and say just go long and hold it forever, and you make make 1,000 points, and the market can do that. There's a 50% chance that the market does that, you know. And I respect everyone, but I have I'm a little sketched out about people that are too certain about trading. I always say that. That's not a good behavior. Like, that makes a lot of sense. What would I need to look for that could indicate a possible reversal in the current trend? Like, I'm going to use TradingView, brother, because it's easier. Okay, to draw. Like Tradeovate sucks when it comes to drawing. Like I always say that market structure is this movement, or like a push, a pullback, and another push up, or this movement. Everything that happens in the market is a combination of these two movements. You know, so market is either doing this or doing this. And at some point, market will do this. Break this high, give a higher low, and invert the trend to the upside. It will not always be that clean, that clean looking, you know. So at some point, the high will be broken, and market will leave a higher low, and then you see the trend reverse. What you have to spot is that, so market is clearly doing a downtrend to the, you know,
In 5 minutes time,
at some
expecting
point
US ADP
it can
weekly
break
employment
highs,
change prior 39.25k.
come back, leave a higher low, and go back up. When that higher low happens, why do I use EMAs? Like that's a question. Why do I use EMAs? I use EMAs for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is when that higher high forms and when that higher low forms, I would probably see the EMA doing this, and that higher low, more often than not, will be supported by the EMAs. So this is a clear sign, a clear indication that we're seeing a higher high and a higher low forming, you know. and then my bias will change to the upside. What do you see as well? You can see, let's say, what you can use a trend line, and you can see when market break that trend line, gives a higher high, comes back, gives a higher low, then you know that the market is changing. So that's basically like hunting for market structure, tracking market structure. Like right here, you can see that we had lower highs. We had this prominent low right here. Here the market broke that to the downside. We come back, lower high, and we're doing the movement down again. So trend lines, resistance levels, EMAs, VWAP, all helps to understand where the market structure is pointing to, you know. And then when you see, like, let's say you see that the market is going down. Let's see right here. You have this beginning of Asia. Market pushed up. High, lower high, broke lows. Like it's right here in your face. It didn't make a higher high. It made a lower high. It broke this low right here. So what movement is happening here? This movement. When it comes to here and it breaks, where is it going to go? Like where is it going to go? One of the things that you can use is the fibs, you know. You can use this whole movement from here to the high. You can use the fibs, and you can use the extension of the fibs to see possible targets to the downside. You know? So this is you're adding something more to your trading capacity. You not only now know how to spot market structure and to understand the probability of which side the market is moving to. Now you have a tool to use to know, okay, if I take a short, up until where I can take that profit, you know. So you can take if you're taking shorts based on this breakdown, you have the first target here, the second here, the third here, and the fourth target here. All of those targets are going to hit? No, not all the time. The first one is the highest probability. The second one a little bit less, you know, and so on and so forth. You know, a lot of buyers before the CPI news, 15 minutes up until CPI happens. We have US ADP weekly employment change in 20 seconds, guys. Same, good idea.
10 seconds.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Yeah, and it seems, maybe it can seem like a lot, but like after a while, like you just watch the market happen, and you see all those things like instantly, you know, like you get used to it. Dima, you're going to work, bro. Have a safe day at work. It's a game of statistical probability. 100% trading pennies is up. To me, trading is like finding the edge. Like, what are the chances that the price goes to the downside instead of going up. If you think that, if you have some type of trading strategy that tells you that right now there's a 80% chance that the markets feels price to the downside instead of up to the upside, you have another a trade opportunity with 80% chance, you know. So maybe you know, that's it. Samuel, that was a joke, or was it? Is the extreme. In order to be a profitable trader, you need to master your emotions and be comfortable with the loss depending on your risk. 100%. Yeah. Pre-market is easy to trade because it's low volume and usually respects market structure or range, low and high. If it's not an expansion. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like if you, like when it's ranging, it's easy to trade. I guess. I don't know. Like I prefer markets on trend, on a trend. Trend lines do not work with lower time frames. Has to be 1 hour or higher. Depends of all, like the trend lines. It depends of what are you expecting from them. You know. Right now, I can use this trend line right here to determine that in the past 1 hour, this is the trend that is happening. In the past 1 hour, if somehow price close above here, something's changing. That's what I can use this trend line for. I'm not saying that this trend line is for you to take trades on it, to make money out of it, make $10,000 out of it. No. This short-term trend line, I can very well use it to understand that the past 1 hour, the market is doing this kind of movement to the downside. If it breaks this trend line, something different is happening. You know, and I can watch out for it. So everything works. Depends what you expect out of those things, you know. How do you use it? A tool is a tool. What makes it a good tool or a bad tool is how you use it. Very well explained. I hope I'm doing a good job of explaining that. TRB, where is it going to buy or sell? Yeah, brother. Where is it going to buy or sell? That is the question. The VWAP is a good indicator. Yeah, I use the VWAP a lot. For a whole nother reason, but yeah. News in 12 minutes. Who's gonna trade this CPI? Yeah, I cannot trade the CPI. I won't trade the fundeds on the CPI. I like Apex doesn't have the promos right now. Bro, usually Apex does the promo on the days that have news, but today's they did not, sadly. But I guess I'm getting more TPT accounts with the 50% discount. I cannot stress that enough. Like TPT does not do this 50% discount. Like it's maybe twice a year they do that. So you gotta take advantage of it. And you can use code Pasha for it as well. Using 14 minutes. Honestly, very valuable information, Leo. I appreciate that much more than you know, brother. It's my pleasure, man. If I can help like one of you do better,
8:30
it's
a.m.
already
Eastern Time,
worth
we're
it.
expecting US CPI data. US CPI year-on-year forecast 3 spot 7%, prior 3 spot 3%, with a range of 3 spot 9% to 3 spot 5%. CPI month-on-month forecast 0 spot 6%, prior 0 spot 9%, with a range of 0 spot 8% to 0 spot 4%. US core CPI year-on-year forecast 2 spot 7%, prior 2 spot 6%, with a range of 2 spot 9% to 2 spot 6%. US core CPI month-on-month forecast 0 spot 3%, prior 0 spot 2%, with a range of 0 spot 5% to 0 spot 2%.
Yeah, guys, let's push the likes to 100. Let's squeeze that before CPI. You know, I know you guys can do that. Yeah, trading pennies. I agree with all of that you just said. I agree with everything. I have to remember that I cannot trade. I cannot take trades, man. Manual lockout, select time, custom. Yeah, I won't take trades. Like I just won't take trades.
The ADNOC CEO says the world is 1 billion barrels short due to the Hormuz closure.
Christopher, you think we're going to fall off a cliff? I can agree with that. That's a very, very real possibility.
US forces have redirected 65 commercial vessels and disabled 4. And US Interior Secretary Burgum, speaking on Fox News, says on pausing gasoline tax, says just one of the many Trump's ideas. So that was Central Command on X saying US forces have redirected 65 commercial vessels and disabled 4. Reminder in 5 minutes time, expecting US CPI year on year, forecast 3.7%, prior 3.3%, US CPI month on month, forecast 0.6%, prior 0.9%, US core CPI year on year, forecast 2.7%, prior 2.6%, and US core CPI month on month, forecast 0.3%, prior 0.2%. So according to the Times, UK Transport Secretary Alexander is backing Andy Burnham. So again, that's the Times reporting that Alexander, the UK Transport Secretary, is backing Burnham to return to Parliament.
I'm going to get coffee. I'll be right back. 1 second.
According to Tasnim, Iran's IRGC.
Let's
conducts
see what
military
what
drills
is going
in
to
Iran
happen, man.
province.
Bro, 1 like away from 100. Let's squeeze that.
U.S. Interior Secretary Burgum says actions are ongoing across the board on rare earths. One minute remaining. I'll be leading with US CPI year on year.
So we're back. Yeah, I cannot take trades. I cannot take trades. I gotta remember that.
Ten seconds. Free spot 8%, free spot 8%, higher than forecast, a free spot 10%, CPI month on month 0.6% as expected, core CPI year on year 2.8%, 2.8%, higher than forecast, a 2.7%, core CPI month on month 0.4%, 0.4%, higher than forecast, a 0.3%.
Yeah, decent size. Yeah, not that big. Not that small.
Seeing a little bit of the strength in the US dollar, a little bit of weakness in the S&P 500 off the back of the CPI data. Supercore year on year, free spot 38%, free spot 38% compared to the prior, free spot 14%. We have posted the US CPI April 2026 report on the feed for those interested. Yield on 10-year US Treasury notes hold earlier increase after CPI data, last up 3.5 basis points at 4.447%. And US short-term interest rate futures slightly pair earlier losses.
What you
after
guys
inflation
thinking?
data. Supercore CPI month over month 0.45%, 0.45% compared to the prior 0.18%. US stock index futures extend losses slightly after April CPI data.
I don't know, like now, based on what happened on this candle right here, I would think that we go up on the day. There's a real good chance, in my opinion, that we switch up to the upside. You know, the trend changes to the upside. In my opinion, there's a real good chance that that happens.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
I'm going for a pullback of this push down. I'm going long, okay? I'm going to go for the squeeze up of those sellers. Okay. Nice trade, nice long. I basically went on a long because of the rejection of the SWIP, and I always say that there's a real good chance that we break the highs or the lows of the candles, of the news candles. You know? Janus, you want to go long, but we passed some thresholds. Yeah, I'm thinking about longs right now. Yeah, I think overall, as the day progresses, I think there's a real good chance that we switch up this short trend to an uptrend. But don't quote me on that. It's just like a let's say an educated guess based on previous experiences. It doesn't mean that you guys should go long right here right now, you know. Nice trade. That was risking. Bro, gotta be better with the writing, man. Now, so market makers can accumulate. Maybe treat that news candle like an orb. Yeah, like maybe, yeah, not like that, but yeah, you can do that. But like, wait for market structure to show, you know. Because if it breaks these new candles up, some sellers that are trapped are going to be trapped on this as well. I'm going to probably wait for a higher low to form, and then I'm trying to go long, but I'm going to wait for a higher low. But see, like we recovered all that stop loss minus 13 bucks. NAF trader went long with me there. 50 bucks. Beautiful. Do you think we're going back to all-time highs? Man, I don't know, like, you never know with NQ. What I would say is that there's a very good chance that this daily candle that is red becomes a sideways candle or becomes a green candle. There's a very good chance that that happens. That's my opinion, and it's not based on much. It's just like previous experiences. Do you live off trading? Yeah, mainly. I have other sources of incomes too. Before trading, but like the majority of the money comes from trading. When you earn, like I started making money in dollar, so to live in Brazil making money in dollars is nice too. So you don't need to make much. Like I don't need to make like $500,000 a year to have a $500,000 life in Brazil, you know. Ronda T candles. I just passed my Apex eval. Does anyone know how much the PA is to activate? What is the size of the account? And is intraday or end of day trading? What's the 350? This is my profit or loss for the day. Right here. Great, awesome. Huge squeeze up. Yeah, this can actually work like an orb, you know, like, but it's not an unusual thing to do.
So according to the Times, British MP Alex Davis-Jones quits the UK government.
Hello, Leo. That's Leo's coffee bill, 100%, brother. My father-in-law has like a little farm in the northern part of Brazil. He has like a lot of coffee plantation. How do I say that in English? It's coffee plantation, like. But he owns it, but he does not manage it. Like other people manage it, and he just like split the profits. It's very cool to see like the coffee beans and everything being harvested and all. It's Arabica coffee. It's a fake breakout, maybe. Like there's a like. Do you guys agree that a lot of sellers step in on this scandal? Probably on this next one, a lot of people thought that the price was going to push down, and they went in on this candle. So they are going to be really, really in trouble if it breaks this high. So this is basically where they stop out, probably, and now they're not trapped anymore. So price can just give a pullback. The S&P is holding on under VWAP right now.
US Defense Secretary Hegseth says we have a plan to escalate in Iran if necessary.
Hegseth dropping bombs right now. Oh, sorry, dropping bars. You see that green wick on oil, that buyer's pressure. Yeah, brother. I know, like, I know that. Nice, let's try along. I'm feeling risky with the 1 minute chart. Oh, this is the 1 minute chart, bro. Why I'm taking trades on the 1 minute? I deserve the stop loss. I really do. I really deserve the stop loss. I thought I was on the 2 minutes charts. Like, you cannot trust a single candle on the 1 minute. It's a 50K intraday. I guess that the activation fee is $99. You probably will have to pay it tomorrow. Or today after New York session closes. Like, give it like a 50 minutes, 1 hour. You probably will be able to activate that account. And I think it's probably $99. I have to look it up at the website, but I think it's $99. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. You have to... yeah. It's $99. I'm almost sure that is $99. It's 48 hours. I thought it was 7 days. But yeah, activated like on the next day. A lot of buyers coming in. It says it's $69 still. Interesting. Awesome. Like, if it is $69, awesome. Yeah, I paid $69 for mine. $69 is the what is the promo activation fee. Let's hit the like, guys. Let's push it to 150 before 10 a.m. Leo, on TPT, for every trade that you make, how much do you have to make to be above the fees? Rather, I think if you make like 0.25, you're break even. Like, NQ moves 0.25 by 0.25. I think if you make like 0.25, you're break even. Like, it's basically a tick. I don't look at the fees, I only look at the finished price. I don't even know how much fees it counts. It's a sim funded. You're not paying for anything. But I think it's 50 cents a round trip. I don't know. You scroll down to the account and then click on performance account. There we go. Yeah, depends. It like on TPT is one, on Apex a little bit more expensive. It varies from one to the other. We are still in the premium. Yeah, on the higher time frames, I guess this is a good place to go short, I think. You know? On the 1 hour, let's say we are below the 9, the 21, and the VWAP, you know? This could be like a lower high on the higher time frames. At some point, we were down like 400 and something, $500. So I guess being down only $14, we recovered nicely.
In 5 minutes' time, expecting the US Red Book year-on-year prior 7.8%.
Big bad button. 100 ways to make money in this market. Yeah. Oil's kinda dropping. Lower high, lower low. I guess oil is changing market structure, guys. Expect a big pullback on oil, I guess. Leo knows what he's doing, man. Let the man trade his style. Yeah, brother. Like take a second to think about that, like, bro. Like, I know, and I always say that there's like 297 people here, plus God, plus the Holy Spirit, and plus Jesus Christ. That's 300, rounding up. There's at least 270 people that trades better than me. No, I'm like not 200. Let's say 50% of you trades better than me. 100%. 50% of you 100% trades better than me. So I know that you guys feel frustrated sometimes with the trades that I take, but guys, I take the trades based on what I know, what I expect from the market, and sometimes I see something that you guys are not seeing, and when I'm wrong, it's clearly, I will get a stop out. Like today was almost minus $500, so at some point I was very wrong, but now I'm minus $14. What it means that I recovered all of that. I was very right at some point too, but that's like, I cannot. Sometimes you guys give me like, do this, do that, do this, do that, buy, sell, you're wrong. Like, I appreciate all of that, but I cannot jump in trades based on that, you know? I cannot do that. Hugo, good morning, Leo. Just turning. Did you full send evals? No, brother. I was going to like not gonna lie. I was going to full send some Apex evals on the CPI, but the promo on Apex ended, man. The promo on Apex ended, so it's 50% discount on Apex only. It's not 90% anymore. And you guys know that Apex, it's worth when it's 80% or 90% off. With
Still expecting US Red Book year on year.
50% discount is not worth. Like, it's better to take TPT or My Funded Futures, who has a very nice discount as well right now. TPT is the gold. Like, right now is the gold. Like, it's the number one with no doubt. 50% off. It's the best thing you can get, like, and they only do that like once or twice a year. 101 ways to lose as well. Yeah, Tom Black, you know how it goes. NAF Trader, $500 on blown evals. I will make this eval funded. Yeah, man. Like, one thing that I always say is that the evals cost, they add up. It adds up real quick. So you gotta be careful, like, to not just like, you gotta take care of your money, you know, because overall it's your own money that you're spending. You did not jump in long. I took a long around 170, I think. I took a trade around 147 actually. 147. I think I took like 20 something points, but I didn't take more trades. But I was saying that my personal opinion is that we were going to change the market structure to the upside, you know, and it's kind of what we are doing right now. This is a higher high, as I was saying earlier for Samuel. This is a higher high. I will wait for a higher low. That higher low will probably be close to the 9 and the 21 EMA. And then I would consider a long. Maybe that happens on New York Session Open or something. Maybe it aligns everything. But like, gotta be careful. If it starts trading below the EMAs again, in giving market structure to the downside, the trend will continue. Leo, you guys are coming out with an awesome course, but it will be too expensive. How will I afford it? Brother, one thing that I assure you, ain't nobody charging $5,000 for a course. Ain't nobody charging $1,000 for a course. It won't probably be like, it will be like low three figures. Low three figures probably. The intention is really just to pay for the amount of time that we're going to spend making that. You need to start saying that you're the best trader in the world. Yeah, that's not how I roll, bro. $700 of blown evals. Yeah, it adds up quick. Nothing touching lucid and TBT, nothing. Okay. Oversizing takes your evals away, brother and sisters, 100%. Like, the main reason that I lose accounts is oversizing, over leveraging. Oversizing takes your evals away. Yeah, you're selling courses now. Why is there the most? No, there's no courses being sold right now. Nobody's selling courses here. Now, in the future, bro, like, you guys, like, there's a lot of people that comes to me in private and said, bro, can you teach me this? Can you teach me that? At some point, I will not spend my time anymore, because it takes a lot of my day, brother. My routine with my wife changed dramatically since I started streaming. Dramatically, you know? And if I add to that taking time of my day, 1 or 2 hours, to show someone how to use Fibonacci and how to use market structure and how to use EMAs,
You're a real day trader. Go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
You know, like the time that I'm on stream, the time that I off stream, and after that, like if I to help one person at a time, it's hard, man. Like it would be easier if I have something done and I go, bro, like look at this course right here. It has everything that I can everything that I'm able to teach you is on this course right here. Watch it, you know? And if you need help, I'm here. But I'll help you after you watch all of the videos. Like it's better
US
to do that
effective federal funds rate unchanged at
than to be like one by one, you know? It's a waste of my time if I do one by one. And nobody is charging like $5,000 for a course. It's like will probably be low three figures, something like that. And it's not now, it's long in the future. Like there's nothing, I don't even know, like it can't at some point it cannot happen as well. Is Pasha coming in today? Yeah, probably. I'm waiting to see if he responds me. Actually, if you're here, Pasha, let me know. I don't know if he's sleeping in a little bit more.
EC bond holdings under PEP 1.35 trillion euros as of last week. The ECB settled 231.2 billion euros of corporate bond purchases, and ECB settled 1.745 trillion of public sector bond purchases. The ECB says foreign reserves remained unchanged at 340.7 billion euros.
His stream is scheduled to open right now, so I guess what time frame is 5 minutes? Yeah, it's 5 minutes. Lexman looks, I'm buying your course. Thank you, man. Yeah, me too. I oversize and get screwed. Okay. When God made God, I am that I am. What are? Hey man, God first and then your wife. For that, much respect for you. Awesome, Samuel. Malhaj, I'm very good in you. We could do a one-on-one. You would have to charge so much though, so it would be worth your time. Yeah, Pasha talked to me about doing one-on-ones and like charging a little bit for my hour. Like that can happen too, you know. If someone wants to have like a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour one-on-one with me for me to teach them what they want to learn, I would be open to that too. But I don't know if there's enough people wanting to do that. The TPT with the discount is 50% off. It's 50% off. I guess the 150K would be $180. The 50K would be 80 something dollars, I guess. But you have to put the code in to see the actual price. Like you add the code and you put like Pasha in it. Yeah, guys, hit the like. I'm going to leave you guys right now. I'm going to end the stream. I appreciate everyone that came from London session. The stream should be like closed a little while ago. I don't know if Pasha is coming or if I'm going to do the next stream as well. I don't know that yet, but I guess that Pasha is coming. He didn't message me now, up until now, but we will get something done to continue the stream on New York session. So
just inform US Secretary of Defense Hegseth is currently speaking. We have put the video out on the feed for those interested.
Trading penny, see on the flip side 100%. I would rather see $40 an hour than paying $200 for a course made for everyone. It needs to be individual, otherwise it's trash. You can have the generally for free on YouTube. Yeah, move, like you would pay $40 an hour, that works as well. I prefer live teaching than recorded, but if the record videos are very well made, I think it's worth it too. TPT comes down about 87 bucks. Okay, much love, brother. Sorry for tuning in late. No problem, man. Bye, Leandro. Then the part trader right now, TPT for me is the number one. Daily, good morning. Are we long or short today? My bias was to the short side, but now I'm guess my bias changed to the upside, to the longs. Samuel, I DM you on Discord, Leo. Check it after stream if you can. 100%. I already opened that DM. I'm going to look at it. So guys, I'm closing the stream right now. Thank you again for a crazy London session. It was a nice trading London session. We recovered almost all of it. Be careful, New York. Everything can happen. See you guys in a little bit. Follow the channel, subscribe to the stream, hit the likes. Don't go away, guys. Take care. See you guys in a little bit.